Imagine you had the opportunity right now where MrBeast came up to you and he said, hey, I need your help. I want you to help me put out over 500 pieces of content this week and every week moving forward. And I'm going to pay you $1 million a year. Imagine that opportunity came to you right now. There's two ways you could approach that opportunity. You could either look at it and dismiss it, fold because you're incapable of delivering on that at that current moment. Or you can look at that as an opportunity and say, I have a chance to work with one of the best creators and make $1 million a year, and all I gotta do is figure out how I can create 500 pieces of content on a weekly basis and make sure that he receives the value that he's looking at from you. And so if that opportunity is presented to you, where I want to take from this video is that you look at opportunities that are way bigger than what you might see is feasible or possible for you at that moment, and say yes. Say yes to the opportunity that's in front of you, the door that's opened, and then figure out exactly how you're gonna deliver on that opportunity. Most will look at where they are today and shut the door saying, there's no way, I can't do it, I don't have the equipment, I don't have this, I don't have that. Instead of saying, let me say yes first and then do the homework and digging in to try to figure it out. And it's honestly a simple 3-step process that you have to do to ensure that you're able to deliver on any opportunity that comes your way. The first step is to say yes and then move into immediately analyzing every detail of what it will take to make that happen. If it's 500 pieces, try to figure out how long the editing is going to take, where the distribution is going to be set up. Think through who you're going to need on filming, how many camera guys do you need, how much content is going to be shot per day. Go super deep into the details of every single aspect so that at least you have the actual to-do list before you even say, oh, it's not possible or I can't do it. So the first tip is lay it all out, go deep and try to figure out exactly everything that has to get done to then go to step 2. Now you have what you need to accomplish and the craziness behind it, and it's going to be a massive list. Then you start going through what are the things that you can achieve, what are the things that you have strengths for, and then what do you need to lean on, other resources that you need to bring in to be able to knock out one by one every single component of that list. As you do that, you're already taking your first action steps, getting closer and closer to being able to put the plan together on how you're going to actually deliver on this opportunity. Maybe you need to purchase $100,000 worth of equipment. Maybe you need to hire a 10-person team. Maybe you need to figure out how to set up an infrastructure or warehouse in order to shoot it, because you have to be able to go backdrop to backdrop to shoot the content. So then here comes the bigger ask. You now are sitting in what I like to call the delta between opportunity and the ability to generate real wealth through that opportunity. And all you have to do is solve the gap, solve the delta. The gap is you now have to figure out how much it's going to cost you to put this entire plan together. But guess what? You already know what you're making on the other side, and you might be able to lean on other resources from a capital perspective to be able to purchase the camera equipment that you need or rent it out in the beginning. So there's always a way for you to figure out the most complex of details that are going to help you get to that third step, which is actually delivering on the opportunity after you've done the homework. You've put together the details, you figured out how to check off every single detail, even the most complex ones. Then you go into the actual execution of it and you gotta deliver. There's one thing here that most fall short of, is that they do not want to put in the work. To be great, it takes real hard work day in and day out in whatever craft it is that you're going after. So an opportunity like this, it does have a big upside, but you will have to put in crazy intense work. And if you're able to plan it all out, check off one step at a time, then what you're going to be able to do is get 90% of the way there, 80% of the way there. And if you're able to deliver 400 pieces of content instead of 500 pieces of content, guess what? You just executed on something that you didn't even have the idea or the thought that you'd be able to deliver on it. So the biggest thing I want you to take out of this video right here is that there's no opportunity that's too big, and don't be scared to say yes and then go figure it out after the fact. The only caveat in this whole entire thing is do the fucking work and deliver when you say you're going to get something done.